welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing really well. If you can hear noise, then the kids are actually through in the living room watching zombies. If you're looking for something new to watch this autumn time that kind of gives a little bit of a Halloween vibe, then Zombies is a good one. It's on Disney Plus, so they're watching that just now, so you might hear them singing along to the soundtrack. But yeah, today I'm going to show you some things that I got from B&M. This is not all in one visit. There are a few things that I've had for a while and have been using for months, but I did think it was worthwhile mentioning since we still have them in stock as well as usual sort of like snacks, home bits, and also some cleaning stuff. So if you do enjoy these kind of videos, please make sure to subscribe to my channel, because it means when I make more of them you'll be notified, and if you do enjoy it then give it a thumbs up as well so I know to make some more. But anyway, without further ado, let's jump into it. If you're new, my name's Ash, it's lovely to have you here, and I'm going to start off with the things that I've had for a while. So this here is a mango wood bowl. I'm sure this was either 10 or 12 pounds, but not super expensive considering how much these go for on the likes of Zara Home. So I just thought it was really nice. We've had salads in it. I also use it to serve bread if we're having soup. It's just a really good big bowl, and I actually have used it as a fruit bowl as well before, but it's easy to clean, it looks lovely, and it would actually sit really nicely on a table. But I just thought this would be worthwhile sharing because we've used it so many different ways. But if you guys know me at all, then I am a lover of pasta. But when we make pasta, we don't have any bowls to serve it in. We either put it in small cereal bowls or plates. So I really wanted to get, you know, the nice deep bowls, and I have some. These ones here, if you look up closely, they're sort of like a distressed, slightly speckled bowl, but I just think they're lovely. They're quite a natural look, kind of like something you'd see on maybe like Anthropology, that kind of idea. But I just really loved these, and they were £2.50, and I know that because stupidly I dropped one when I got them the last time and smashed it, so I had to buy another one. They're £2.50 each, and they're also microwave and dishwasher safe as well. So really loved them. They're calling it the Speckle Stoneware Pasta Bowl, but we use it for loads of different things. It's actually quite good if you have a slice of toast, avocado, eggs, that kind of thing, so it doesn't go wandering. And also I find these great for the kids, especially with Matsu, because when they're cutting things, usually it goes flying off the plate, so the fact that they are more like a bowl shape is really handy for them. So I've got 4 now. I now think that I need to go and get another 2, but they also have these in grey. If the kind of natural colours aren't your colour scheme, then they do have new ones in a sort of charcoal grey that I've seen in the store today. But yeah, pasta bowls, absolutely love them, and £2.50 each is actually a pretty good price point. Speaking of bowls, you'll have seen these in all of my kind of like vlogs that start in the morning. If I'm having porridge, it's these bowls. We use them every single day. I know they're probably more like a soup bowl, but they're microwavable, and I love the fact that I can put them in the dishwasher. So these kind of match in quite nicely with this sort of stuff, with it being more of a natural colour. And I like the fact they've got a lovely texture on them, really, really pretty. The kids have these in the morning with their porridge or Weetabix or whatever they're having, but they're also really good for having soup in, or like some granola, yogurt, that kind of thing. They're quite deep, but they serve as an amazing cereal bowl, but also really, really good for having things like overnight oats and that kind of thing. So I absolutely love these. We only have 2 in the house, so it's usually a fight to see who can get them, but they do still have them in stock, so maybe I should actually go and stock up on some more. Another little bit of sort of like kitchenware. I got this glass mason jar. It's got this sort of clip lock style, and I've got this for putting in my chocolate chips, because this time of year we tend to make a lot of pancakes, a lot of cookies, and chocolate chips are needing a place in this house. I do like using little clips for closing bags, but ideally, I'll show you in a second, I like things in glass jars, so I like to be able to see what I've got. And all my cereal, pasta, any kind of dry cupboard ingredients I've got in glass jars, and it makes the world of difference. It's so much easier to see what kind of stock you've got in your cupboard before you start going to the shops, but also great so that you don't forget that you've got a certain cereal at the back of the cupboard, because you can see through the glass. So I thought these would be really good. It's £1.50 for this little jar, and it's just a different style to the ones that I've already got, but small enough that I can fit it in the same cupboard with all the rest of the stuff. So I'm going to show you as well another couple of these sort of like glass wooden lid containers, the one that I keep my pasta in. And these ones are not glass, these are plastic, which is quite good considering they're so tall, and they probably would have a tendency to fall over. But this is where I keep my spaghetti. It's an airtight container, like so. It's got this sort of like suction at the top of the lid, and it keeps it all really nice and fresh in there. So I've got it labelled with my little Dymo labeller saying spaghetti on it, so if you can't already see through it, which Ella actually did point out to me. But I think these are great, and the fact that this was probably only like £3 for this, it's really affordable to decant all your bags and packets and have it all in these storage containers. Makes a big difference to the organisation of your kitchen, and it looks really nice as well. Now, I don't know why, right, but every time I go in B&M recently I've seen this mug and I keep putting myself off buying it, which is so silly because it was only £3.50, but I keep saying, look, you don't need it, you don't need another mug, you don't need it, but I actually do, because the one that I had from Emma Bridgewater smashed, and I've been gutted about it ever since, because everyone has their mug in the house. The kids and Fraser's ones are Emma Bridgewater ones and it says their names on it, but mine smashed, my mummy one smashed, and I've always wanted to replace it, but they're about £20. I feel like it's a bit of a splurge, but I did think, why don't I just get myself one from B&M or Asda or something like that, and I got this one and I just absolutely love it. I think it's so cute, the perfect size for a cup of tea. It is massive, so that is the size I like my tea, and I just like the fact that it's this sort of like abstract face design. They're actually embossed as well. I don't know if it's coming up on camera, but the face is actually embossed, it's like engraved in. But I just think that's really nice and would make a great gift for someone as well. £3.50, and they're calling it the Natural Home Face Print Mug. So yeah, also ideal because it's microwave and dishwasher safe, which I think a lot of these shops tend to usually make their stuff unable to go in the dishwasher and the microwave, and that's usually how they can manage to skip on the price. But all this stuff I've shown you, with the exception of obviously the wooden bowl, you can pretty much put all that in the microwave and the dishwasher, so it's fantastic and I can't wait to use this. So crazy considering it's £3.50, and I would think nothing of buying a coffee for £3.50, but for some reason I put myself off buying the mug. And I knew for a fact if I didn't buy it now, then I would go back in store and then it'd be out of stock. But they do also have this in the other colourway where it's black with the white faces sort of drawn on, but I liked the cream and black. I thought it was more in keeping with the aesthetic of my kitchen and dining area. Right, I think a lot of this stuff is probably quite snacky, so bear with, because I've got 2 kids if you don't already know, and we go through snacks like crazy, especially the fact that 2 of them are now at school all day. So I've got some Mainland Cookies because these are the best, and these are the birthday cake ones and they were only £1, so I'll pop them away for school snack. I also got some of these because I thought we could do some baking with it. It's the Terry's Chocolate Orange, but the white chocolate version. I feel like this is quite a not so Christmassy chocolate, but more this time of year chocolate. I think they must have come out at this time of year, but I love orange chocolate. Let me know if you're a fan, because I know it's such a Marmite thing. People either love it or they hate it, so I definitely love it, probably too much, so I may as well make these into some kind of brownies or something so that I don't eat them all myself. Also got some party rings because we always have these in. I also like them as well with a cup of tea, and they're the little mini bags, so they're good for snack for school. And then I also got 2 packs of crisps. I got Watsits and also the Walker's Baked. Now I love these ones, right, because if you've not already guessed and realised, they taste amazing, but I always used to think these taste like something else. There's something these taste exactly like, but a healthier version almost. It's Pringles. See the way that these have sort of like grooves on them a little bit? They taste like Pringles. They are so nice. If you've not already tried them, you need to, because if I have open Pringles, I will literally finish the full lot, but I can have 1 packet of these and be fine. So these are amazing, I love them, and they were actually on 2 for £3, which is an offer they tend to do all the time in B&M. I also got some bread. They have got like a kind of fridge aisle in my B&M, which is really good. And they also have one in my Home Bargains, which is so handy, especially if you're going in for cleaning stuff and you just need the odd little bit. And I also got some flour. If you've not already seen, I've been doing quite a bit of baking and cooking over my Instagram, so if you want to see any of those reels, head over there, because I love this time of year for making different sorts of desserts and just sort of like home baking in general. So if you like that as well, then go over my Instagram and see some of my recent reels, especially the maple cake I did recently. It was like 10 out of 10, kind of halfway between being a pudding and a cake, but really nice. So I needed some more self-raising flour, so I got some of that while I was in there. And they actually have a really good baking section in B&M. I usually find that they'll have quite a lot of the ready-to-make cakes as well, which is great if you're in a hurry or you want something to do with the kids, or if you want to even give that as part of a gift. I always think that's quite a good thing. Gifts like a kid's gift with like a little packet of make your own fairy cakes. I think it's a nice way of adding an extra thing into the party bag without actually adding sweets and chocolate. I also got some fairy pods. I tend to find these are the best ones for Charlie's skin, so especially for washing his bedding. This is what I'll wash his stuff with, the fairy pods. Another thing as well is that this pack's £10, and I don't know if you guys use these, but I tend to find this is the cheapest place to buy them. So if you're looking for fairy pods, then £9.99 they are for the, how many's in this, 54 pack. And usually I do at least one wash in a day, so that will pretty much last me for around a month. So remember I was talking about those chocolate chips? Here they are. I got these milk chocolate chips from the Betty Winter's home baking section. These I'm sure were 50p per pack, and I actually got 3, so there's another one kicking around here somewhere. But I'm going to fill these up inside my little glass jar. I have actually washed inside of this before because I knew I was going to do this on the video. I kept the labelling because I kept thinking it was £1 instead of 1.50. How cute is this going to be once it's filled up with all my little chocolate chips? And sometimes I like to put chocolate chips in my porridge. I know it's really bad, but it's so good. Right. Da, 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 da. How nice is that? And now it just needs a little label saying chocolate chips, as if you can't already see through the glass, but it's all for the aesthetic, isn't it? Really cute. Some boring stuff, but I got the big huge toilet roll for filling up the toilet roll caddies. And then I also got some Plenty as well. There's actually not much of a difference in price between this and the B&M's own brand. I think there's maybe like £1, but these are definitely better than the other ones. So I do kind of splurge a tiny bit on the kitchen roll because I do find that, as the name suggests, one sheet does do plenty, whereas the other ones I find that I'm just like going through them much quicker. So I go through these in less time, even though they're a little bit more expensive. I found my other pack of chocolate chips, but I'll need to keep this in like back stock. I've got a cupboard and a wee box that I keep all the extra stuff that doesn't fit in the jars, so I'll keep that there in case I need some extras. And then I also got loads of these VT rices. I find these are just good to have because it's not the first time that I've made normal just boiling rice and burnt it if I've been in a rush, so it's really good to have these in, especially if I'm just having something like chicken, rice, veg, that kind of thing. It's good to have these in the cupboard. So I've got 4 of those to keep us going because I've not got any left. And I also got 2 packs of these because 5 is just not enough. There's 10 now, 10 Happy Hippos biscuits. These are so nice. They're literally like little mini Buenos but with more filling, and I just love them so much. Can say these are not just for the kids, these are also for me with a coffee because I absolutely love them. But yeah, if you've never tried these before, like, you're honestly missing out. I know they're for kids, but they are delish. Very, very good. I'm so sorry this is a bit all over the place between like food and cleaning stuff, but I've been going between the 2 bags. I also got this, which is the Heinz light mayonnaise. If you don't have this mayonnaise and you have any other light mayonnaise, but you prefer the taste of regular mayonnaise, then get this. I honestly swear to God, you could give me this light mayo and I would never know the difference. I feel like more people need to be speaking about this. Heinz light mayonnaise tastes exactly the same, pretty much, as regular mayonnaise. And I know that feels like it's not like a big huge deal, that we really shouldn't be speaking about it, but see, if you like mayonnaise as much as me, I wish someone had told me this sooner, because I don't like that sort of like almost jelly like texture that light mayonnaise has got. So if you like that sort of like really nice almost creamy oily mayo, thank me later, because this is honestly the best. Does it say best on it? It should do. 60% less fat. Honestly, it is 10 out of 10. I got some toothpaste as well. This is not the one I usually get, but the one I get is actually online and I've not ordered it yet. But I've got this one here, which is the Oral-B 3D White Luxe Pearl Glow. I actually think this is £1 off it, so I just picked it up because it was on offer until I get the one that I use all the time. And then I also got the kids some stuff, so I get them the Big Teeth Aquafresh, that one there, which I think is like £1 or £2. And then I also got them some mouthwash. Now this is a novelty for my kids because I know you're not actually supposed to use mouthwash after brushing your teeth. Contrary to what they say, you're supposed to gargle it, and I know kids are not very good at that, so they end up washing off all the fluoride on their teeth, which is not good because you want them to stay hard. So I sometimes get them to do this first and then brush their teeth. So that's kind of the way we do it. So dentists don't come for me because I'm trying my best. Right, moving on, I've got some Mainland stripes because you've always got to have a sweet in the house, haven't you? You just need to, it's a necessity. A little sweet for when you need it, so you don't end up ordering like Uber Eats desserts at like 9 o'clock at night. I've got some Malwams, emergency Malwams. These are very good, no, only £1. Get stocking up for Halloween just now, by the way, because these kind of things go fast. Right, we've cleared one bag. I've also got this big, huge, Fabulosa washing up liquid, which is the wild rhubarb scent. Oh my god, it smells amazing. I nearly bought this the last time, but the only reason why, wow, the only reason why I never is because for some reason every single bottle in my B&M was all covered in sticky stuff, so I didn't get it and I wanted to try it, so here we are. And it smells amazing. I think I might have had this a few years ago, come to think of it, but I've not had it in a long time if that is the case. So I'm going to use that in my Dishmatic and fill it up. And then cleaning stuff, I'm not really getting much. I was actually really disappointed. I wish they had a whole Zoflora section of the sort of like autumn scents, but they never had any in my B&M, which was highly disappointing to be honest. But I did get a little bit of cleaning stuff. Got the elbow grease glass cleaner, which is very, very good, I have to say, and I like the scent of it. Not too vinegary, which is sometimes what happens with window cleaners. I also got some elbow grease because this stuff, not just for cleaning, is amazing for getting stains out of things. I don't know what they make it with, but it's amazing for fabrics and it does say it on it. So if you get stains on stuff, especially pasta sauces, you need that, give it a spray. And talking about stains, this is something that I need to have at all given times in the house. And actually when we first moved in here, I did buy like 5 of these and put them on my neighbour's doorsteps because it's a household essential. You need to have this. It is so, so good. Good for wine spillages, good if you've got kids. Actually just nice for, see things like I've got these flat velvet seats in my kitchen in my diner area, and this is good for cleaning that down because the dog tends to sit on the seats and I can't avoid it. So I just use that with a little brush and clean it away. Such a good product if you've not already tried it. And then this as well, this is also something I recommend to everyone that will listen. This blue toilet gel, like I know I'm getting excited over toilet cleaner, but there's something about this, the way they make this, it smells like spa essential oils. It's flowers, right? The name of it's flowers, but it's so good. It's got a really nice foaming action to it, so if you like to clean your toilet and really feel like it's actually cleaning it, it's very good. It's anti-lime scale, dirt removal, extra freshness, and it's just absolutely amazing. See, once I've cleaned the bathroom using this, the whole lasting scent in the bathroom is that fragrance, and I love it. You can also get it in, I think the other one's called Ocean. This is like a pink gel, so it kind of makes your toilet water temporarily a bit pink, but we don't mind, do we? This one here I got was the Glade Sensual Sandalwood and Jasmine Odor Fighting Spray. So this is just an air freshener obviously, but I just thought this scent would have been quite nice for this time of year. I like anything woody, anything oody, anything jasmine like. I love all those kind of scents. So I thought that'd be really nice to test it. I've not had this one before. It's a bit wet. It does smell really nice. Do you know what though? I'm going to keep this in my bathrooms because I've come to realise, I think that a lot of the reason why my carpets in my old house ended up ruined is because I would spray this like everywhere, and then the carpet would end up saturated and then we would all sand on it and then I think it would flatten the pile. Sparingly just kind of now and then in the kind of areas that have flooring down rather than the carpet. And last but by no means least, we have this wreath, which is from last year, albeit. This wreath has honestly got people going mad on Instagram and TikTok and YouTube, but it's been sitting in my cupboard for a year and people are going mad trying to get them. I mean, I don't even know if they're in stock still, but if you can get one, I would recommend you do. They're £15. I'm certain mine was definitely 12 last year, but you know, inflation. This is the nicest autumn wreath I think you'll ever find for under £20, like no question. You can add bits on that you want to add on. If you want to make it more sort of like floral, you could do that. Whatever you want to do to it, you can add in little pine cones. But right now it's got grasses, leaves, and it's also got these sort of like pampas style grass, which are plastic, but really nice. I've got mine on my front door just now and I think it's very warm and welcoming. It sheds like mad, don't get me wrong, but we can easily mop up afterwards. It's just that I wouldn't really have this in the house. If I can avoid it, I would have it outside because this sort of like situation at the back, these twigs, they fall everywhere. So as much as I did say in my last video, which was an autumn haul, you could have it as a centrepiece, I wouldn't be moving it about too much because honestly it'll drive you mad. So I'm waiting to put it outside just now. So I said in that video there that I would show you all of my jars. This is what it looks like. So I've got like my porridge oats, granola, cornflakes, cashews, muesli, there's pasta at the back, there's rice at the back, there's flour. So I've taken that off, I need to put a brown sugar one on it, but yeah, this is how it looks It's nice and organised, I can see where everything is, and it just honestly makes me feel so much happier being able to look in here and seeing exactly what I've got and not being faced by a million packets. So these jars themselves are actually from Home Bargains, these ones with the gold on them, the rose gold, but you can get them in B&M as well, but they're just silver. So if you're looking for the rose gold ones, then it's Home Bargains, and then just the regular ones, it's from B&M. But you might be able to see possibly on this one, but they do have like a text thing on it. So it says something on this side, whereas the ones in B&M, they don't have that. So now I'm just going to pop the little jar in here, and I was actually thinking I could probably do a line of these jars behind with different things in it, you know, like nuts and all that kind of stuff. So I might just go ahead and get another few of these little £1.50 ones for popping in at the back here. So guys, that's everything that I got in today's little haul. I hope you enjoyed seeing everything. If you have anything that I've already got, let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!